Thank you. Thank you for that gift sub to pet the cat, Darjeelingling. The cat has left. Give me a second. I got an idea and I started on it already because I thought the cat would still be there. But now he just ran away because I dropped it, so... You know, give me a hot second. I think this will do. Putting a light here, although it might need to charge. Oh, never mind, cat's back. Hey, cat. Did you just tell me to bring him back? There we go. Better lighting for the cat here. Let's get you more centered. There you go. Mama. You saw his eyes and mouth? Look at him. Momo! Good boy. Good boy. Alright, that's long enough. We should probably actually start the stream, right? That is what we're here to do. Play video games. Let me switch it over. And then let me turn on the cat cam so you can still look at him. The precious boy. I know, Momo. The light sensor... The motion sensor doesn't seem to be working. Maybe I'll just have you on? I don't know. What's that? Too bright? You don't like it, Momo? Set... No! That's not what we're doing! We're here to play video games. And more specifically, we're here to finish our, role quests. Shit, did we do... Did we finish Gunbreaker? I think we did. I'm pretty certain we did. There's one way to find out. We just quickly go to Gridania and check. Do the role quest then, Pato the Kato? Mama, what do you think? Man. Oh shit, you made me forget! Hello everyone! Welcome back to the stream. It's Monday night, so we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Nice stick of lip. Thank you, thank you. We're playing Final Fantasy XIV, and we're gonna be doing our role quest today. I got horribly distracted. I finally finished leveling Dancer, so we can go do that. We've done Healer, Dragoon, Summoner. We did Tank last week, I guess, and I totally forgot. I'm smart. So now we do Dancer. Where the heck was this? Dome and Enclave. I remember. It just took me a second. Gosh, it's been a while. Meh! Can you hear him? Can you hear Momo meowing? Momo, do it again. Momo, you're knocking things over. Yes, Momo, everything belongs to you. The boy is a cat, yes. Yes, he is. But look at my fabulous dancer. We got the 89 gear from Tataru, and I look so cute. I love it. I love it. What is this? The will to resist. I suppose your stuff. Wait, where am I going? This way. You good, Momo? Momo, are you good? I think he's okay. Alright. Let's play the video game. I don't know how long the role quest will take, because after we finish Dancer, then there's the one for having all the classes done, so I don't know how long this is gonna take. We'll see. It'll be an adventure. We'll improv. Make it up as we go. Alright. Did you just at me? Momo, do you not want to play Final Fantasy? Momo. Momo, look up here. Good boy. Okay. Level 88. The devoted daughter. Yugiri appears armed and ready to leave the Enclave, which can only mean one thing. I think 88 is when we figure out what exactly, or who exactly, our blasphemy it was. So that'll be fun. All right, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's play the video game. Let me adjust the sound a little bit. Okay, there we go. You've arrived not a moment too soon. The blasphemy has been sighted on the coast. For mercy, there were no reported casualties as of yet. Just the woman I was hoping to see. No sooner had we cast wide our net than a Confederate messenger was at our door. If you would join us, Rasho awaits our arrival at Onokoro. To Onokoro! Woo! Whee! Hello? Hey, Tansui. Hear about the blasphemy, yes? Lord Hien and Yugiri should be arriving soon enough. What up, my dude? Haven't talked to you in a while. Well now, that the noble Lord of Doma should come in person once again. Mayhap these blasphemies truly are a threat. Indeed they are. And I was told you and yours sighted our quarry quite recently. Chiriko in a box? Okay. Aye, that we did. Near the islands of Shoal Rock. The beast appeared to be docile by all accounts, but appearances can be deceiving. It is as you say, and if it is as you say, and the blasphemy has eyes only for former conscripts, then we have naught to fear. I trust those we accepted into our care are still in yours at the Kienkan, enjoying the finest Doman hospitality. Anyway, I know not why it came to the Ruby Sea, nor why it remains idle. But if we act quickly, there's a chance we can take it unawares. I propose we divide our forces. If you're willing to go ashore, we'll take a ship and circle around the islands. The first to find it will have the honor of the kill. Ha! A simple enough plan. Shall we be off to Shoal Rock then? I thought we earned a reprieve from battle with the Imperial withdrawal, but it seems I was mistaken. So be it. I'll not suffer this monster to threaten us any longer. Can't imagine it will take long to deal with this creature once we corner it. Yeah, about that. There's still 2 more quests, so you know. This Piki just looks so good with my outfit. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. I know what I'm doing. Whee! Yugiri? Make ready, Kinameki. Should we find the beast first, we must be prepared to strike at once. This is where the blasphemy was last sighted. If the fates are kind, this will this will all be over soon. Oh, there it is. It does have a face. Oh, bye. Come back. Just want to be friends. Damn. Such speed. I doubt even my falcons could keep pace with it. Bah. Don't tell me that's the blasphemy flying off into the distance. Maybe. Sorry. I had hoped the ill will it bore me in life might compel the beast to stay and fight. Perhaps less of Minato remains than I thought. Oh wait, we figured it out last time who it was. Minato? That monstrosity was Minato? Uh-oh. You knew her? Her family tried to flee to Hingashi during the occupation, but their ship was raided and sunk. When we happened upon the wreckage, she was huddled between her parents on a piece of flotsam, desperate to keep warm, but they had long since grown cold. We took her to Onokoro, where we nursed her back to health. Couldn't imagine what horror she must have witnessed. The mere sight of our weapons was enough to make her start screaming. She was clearly unfit for our trade, so we sought a village that might take her in. Isari was that village. Several months later, I chanced to meet her on this very beach. She was in the company of a young Ori fisherman, and I knew at once she had found more than a home there. I saw them here many times after that. She found something comforting about this place, I think. According to the reports from Mazat-Han, the memories and desires of those who turn can influence their behavior as blasphemies. Then perhaps Minato's memories are what compelled the beast to come here. That would also explain its timid nature. Minato was never one for violence, and the sight of you, blade drawn, no doubt stirred what little of the woman remains in the monster. Whoopsies! In that case, an assault on the Kiankan is unlikely, guarded as it is by our samurai. But how are we to fight an enemy so quick to flee at the first sign of danger? Robbed of her parents, her husband, and now her life? I would rather we didn't have to at all. But I understand full well the risk we take by doing nothing. If we catch sight of the blasphemy again, you'll be the first to know. Perhaps next time we can put her soul to rest. That was quick. I think 88's the no-fight one. Just info only, I guess. We scarcely had time to draw our weapons ere it fled. Perhaps we must reconsider our approach. There is naught to do now but bide our time. Come, let us return to the Enclave. Yep, that was the quick one. I think I went dancer, even though I come out here. I'm not going very far. Hey, goody. If the blasphemy fears to show itself, there's no telling how long it may take to track it down a second time. The hair part is just what makes it so cute. I like the ribbon. Given what we have learned, it seems likely that the blasphemy will return to Shoal Rock. But that knowledge will avail us naught if we cannot prevent it from escaping again. Oh, hello. you the people from Isari? Lord Hien, on behalf of the people of Isari, we come with a request. We welcome you with open arms and open hearts. We got kicked out. We're back? It's back now? I see it good on OBS. I don't see it good on... Oh, there it goes. I see it on Twitch now. Yeah, I hate... It's really annoying because this is why I'm so behind on uploading VODs to YouTube, is because I have to fucking staple everything back together again when it does this. And it takes so goddamn long. Well, now I gotta do the cutscene all over again. Not rereading the parts we already read. Yeah. And then we gotta wait for Crazy Lady and her band of psychos to show up. Cause they just wanna fucking kill people for no reason. Where's the part where he goes, absolutely not? That's where I left off. I don't know where the VOD cut off. That's fine. She wants them to return to the goddess Izanami, and then Hien, the best bro, says, absolutely not. I'm worried because Twitch says it's still unstable on the bitrate, but OBS says we're fine. 'Tis not our place to pray for the death of others, nor draw steel to say to mere bloodlust. When I take a life, be it by command or my own hand, I do so not in service to vengeance, but to uphold my duty to Doma and her people. How did your mercy for Yotsuyu serve your duty? How were your people made better by the sight of her walking free? For her crimes and her cruelty, I cut her down the day we took Doma Castle. I sought to kill her, and by right she should have died, then and there. But the Kami willed otherwise, and returned her to us alive and bereft of her memories. With no recollection of her deeds, it would have been Tsuyu who faced punishment, not Yotsuyu. This was my judgment, and for it you were denied the justice you deserved. You have every right to resent me. But you come before me and ask that I sacrifice men and women whose only crime was to suffer, to be condemned to a life of servitude. If you truly believe your cause to be sacrosanct, believe yourselves fit to bear the burden and swing the sword, then step forward. Yeah, you want to kill them? Do it your fucking self instead of offering them up on a platter to a goddamn blasphemy. Psychos. Sophistry and lies. They were meant to die. The spirits demand it. You're fucking crazy. Are these the words of the dead, or the living who yet mourn? Oh, shit! It's Gosetsu! Holy crap! I didn't think it was gonna be back! Word of the Isari priestess and her gifts has spread far and wide, and I thought to see the truth of it myself. By coincidence, I crossed paths with a traveler hailing from the selfsame village, who had a mind to return as well, but, alas, could not. And so he bid me deliver a missive in his stead. Judging by the striking resemblance, I take it you are the young fisher Akitsu. This is a letter from my father! He was severely wounded in battle, but expects to make a full recovery. He's alive, but that would mean... She's a goddamn fraud! Didn't commune with Dad's spirit, he's still alive! Charlatan. Surely a woman of your talents can divine a plausible explanation for this turn of events? Fraud! Throw her out! She's killing your friends for no goddamn reason. You shall pay for this contumely? What? Contumely? Google help.
Contumely.
Contumely. Insolent or insulting language or treatment. You shall pay for this contumely. My daughter will make certain of that. You're just a vengeful old hag. Gosetsu saving the day. Apologies for the abrupt and otherwise unannounced arrival. As you can see, my Lord Hien, I am returned. Full glad am I for it. Thanks to your timely arrival, we have given the lie to Kisei's claim of preternatural powers. I gather you are apprised of recent events? Aye, it did not take long to learn of the state of affairs here in Doma, and that my assistance may be required. I had heard tales of Kisei channeling the dead, including the father of one young fisherman. Imagine my surprise when I saw the spirit in the flesh! He was also on pilgrimage, paying respects to the departed, and we chanced to meet in a Liberation Front infirmary. Would that we were not brought back together under such circumstances, but I am glad to see you all hale and hearty. Same. Good to see you, Gosetsu. Glad you're doing well. Hey, brat. You gonna unbrat yourself now? What's happening here? Tombo, is something the matter? I wish to apologize, Lord Hien. It was wrong of me to say the things I said. I understand nothing can bring back my father. When I was so angry, Please, Tombo, you needn't apologize. It's just, my brother was always so brave. But father's death was more than he could bear, and it turned him into that monster. If he wasn't brave enough, then what chance do I have? We wanted to perform the rites for father, but the body was never returned to us, so... Not that I blame you for that, Lord Hien. I understand nothing could be done. And he runs off before we could reply. That Akitsu's father survived is nothing short of a miracle, but I fear he is indeed the rare exception. I have offered prayers at more graves than I can count. It would be cruel to give others the false hope that their loved ones might return. And yet, Kisei continues to do just that, offering comfort with her lies. A tempting but ephemeral balm for wounds that have yet to heal. Much like the anger some harbor for you, or resentment for the families restored while theirs remain broken. I had to stretch. But for those like that poor boy whose hearts lack for hatred, who know only sadness and despair, aye, they too may turn. Exposing the truth of Kisei's deception hasn't helped matters. If we are to prevent more suffering, we must pursue a lasting solution. I would be most grateful for your counsel, Gosetsu. There is much I can learn from your pilgrimage. If there is aught you require, but say the word, and it shall be done. It is the least I can do for the part I played in Yotsuyu's tragedy. I failed her in the end, but I will not fail you, my lord. Thank you again for your aid, Kirameki. The day's events have given me much to consider. When our next step is decided, you will be the first to know. Hey look, next step's been decided. A singular gift. Yugiri's stern expressions suggest she has no good news to share. Ooh. Regrettably, there have been no sightings of the blasphemy since our first encounter at Shoal Rock. As Tansui surmised, it seems to fear confrontation. We, for our part, have tried to make good use of this intervening calm. Even now, Lord Heian and Gosetsu discuss how we might prevent other villagers from turning. If you would wait here a moment, he would no doubt wish to hear your thoughts on the matter. Oh, sorry, Mom, I didn't mean to startle you. Kirameki, so glad you could come. As Yukiri no doubt explained, the blasphemy continues to elude us, and so we have turned our attention to other matters we can and should address. Hey, Momo, you're a cutie. After long discussions and much deliberation, we believe we have found a means to allay the growing malaise of our people. If you would, Gosetsu? The idea came to us after considering young Tonbo's remarks about his father, whose body was never found and returned to Doma. Others no doubt share in his melancholy, unable to bury and mourn their loved ones as it is their right. But put simply, they cannot make peace with their loss. Their anguish, if left to linger, may consume them as well. That we might provide the people of Doma with comfort and closure, we will hold a national funeral at the Swallow's Compass. Those who choose to attend will be asked to present personal effects of the deceased they wish to be enshrined there. Spirits reside in all things, be they living or inanimate, and though we may die, a part of us lives on in the items we cherished most in life. Therefore, in lieu of remains, these belongings will be afforded a place in the Royal Mausoleum, that the spirits of those lost to us may find their way home to Doma, and at last know peace. The announcement has already been made, and a great many people are now engaged in the difficult task of deciding which keepsake will serve as their offering. It is not a decision to be made lightly, but I suspect they will have made up their minds by the time we go to collect their chosen tokens. I also hope to learn more about the departed from those willing to speak with me, for my benefit and for theirs. To break free of their sorrow, they must seek joy in the memories and the love they shared with the departed, and I will help them find it. Might the Liberator of Doma be willing to favor the people with her presence as well? I doubt not that they will appreciate the gesture. Sure thing, I'll go. Be nice to hear some stories. Good. Yugiri, I leave the people of Isari to you. Gosetsu, might I ask you to... Apologies, my lord, but there is a small but most urgent matter I must first tend to. Is he gonna go find something for Yugiri? Or sorry, not Yugiri, Yotsuyu? For Tsuyu? Not Yotsuyu, but Tsuyu, you know? To honor her. So she could be properly buried, because her body disappeared in the aether because she turned into a primal. Very well, I shall not pry. Now, Kirameki, let us go and pay a visit to the good people of Namai. I like Namai, those people are cool. Definitely going to find something to honor Tsuyu. Can in? Can I go in and find him? Oh, he actually said something about this. Come to assist in the hunt for the blasphemy, are you? I pray you find your quarry soon, for all our sakes. We're going to Namai. It's fun because I get to watch Momo move twice. Because I see him on the stream after I see him IRL. Hey, Hian. What's up? Right then. Before we begin, I would remind you that you need only listen to the tales of their loved ones. As overseer of the ceremony, I see it as my duty to deliver their effects personally. Because of this, it is of the utmost importance that we keep clear of any beasts that might damage our cargo. It goes without saying how important it is that their offerings are delivered in pristine condition, and I will be no good to you in a fight while heavily encumbered. If stealth or flight are not options, I must ask that you fight for us both. But we needn't worry unless the occasion arises. For now, let us be off. Hey, Mama, what's up? What are you doing? Don't mute me. Don't do it. Hian's now accompanying us. Awesome. I know, Momo. I know. It's the date with Hian some people so badly want. I pray this ceremony helps them to find the closure they so rightfully deserve. Alrighty. Here's a bereaved woman. Hi, how are you? We're here to get whatever belongings you have to honor your loved ones. My husband, my dear sweet Maroya, never returned from Garlemald, but perhaps now his soul might know peace. Please, take this painting brush to the Swallow's Compass. I shall handle it with the utmost care. Might we trouble you to tell us more about your husband? Maroya was a kind and gentle soul. There was nothing he loved more in the world than to create. That brush never left his side, not even when he tended to the fields. Any spare moment was dedicated to his craft, and he produced the most wonderful vistas of Yansha. It was his dream to take us to Gagano, where he would become a famous artist, until he was conscripted. In the early days, he would send drawings of the places they took him, though I know not how. But more time began to pass between each arrival, and then they stopped coming altogether. I know not in what far-flung land he died, but I pray it was as beautiful as his works. He sounds like quite a man, to hold fast to his art even when forced to endure such hardship. His soul will find peace. Of that, I have no doubt. That was Maroya's favorite brush. Please do take good care of it. Yep, same thing. Same thing, you didn't say anything different. Grieving elder. I must thank you again, Lord Hian, for this honor. My son would have been overjoyed to know that his katana would be enshrined at the Swallow's Compass. Ah. Nay, the honor is mine. I'm sure your son was a fine warrior. Aye, and so was I once upon a time. A samurai, as it happens, in service to your father when the Empire first invaded our lands. Though we were defeated, our spirits broken, My son, Motosue, was never one to lose hope. He was determined to follow in my footsteps, gave his everything to honing his skill with the blade. When I watched him train, felt the pride I thought I'd forsaken swell in my breast, and I knew he would restore our family to its former glory. Alas. He could have fled, perhaps started a life anew as a vagabond of some sort, but he bore the burden and fought for Garlemald for fear of what the Imperials might do if he did not. 'Tis plain he was a loving son and a warrior true. I will care for his blade as if it were mine own, and see it given the honor and respect due a samurai of Doma. Samurai of Doma. Motosue would be so happy. I was like, where the hell am I? I got buried under here. Wait. What? Where? This way? Oh, it's Tombo. Hey, kid. What's up? I realize it's quite large, but I wanted to offer this on behalf of my brother and our father, Suzushiro. If you are willing, I would very much like to hear more about them both. My father, he was a carpenter. He was a good man, if a bit stubborn, always thinking about his work. The only time he ever seemed to enjoy himself was when he had a cup of sake in his hand. When my brother came of age, he took up the trade as well. It brought them closer. I'd see them laughing over drinks together or listening in silence to the crickets singing under the moonlight. I wanted to join them one day. That was their favorite sake. Thought they might miss it. I'm sure it will taste all the sweeter having come from you. I realize no one can ever replace your brother or father, but if you will allow, I would be honored to share drinks with you in their stead. When you are of age, of course. That's really nice. This should be everything. Would you join me for a short reprieve before our journey back? That's gonna be a big thing to carry. You can be okay, buddy. Oh, let me talk to you real quick. Sorry, Argus. Thinking about my brother and father finding peace at the swallow's compass is comforting, like a weight's been lifted from my heart. I didn't talk to the old man again either, did I? Do 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 do. Oh, yeah, I did talk to him. Never mind. No. Give me back Argos. There we go. It was Argos's turn. Wait, where are you? Oh, you're way over there. Where are you going? Oh, alright, bye, cat. They put on brave faces, but the people of Namai are still racked with grief. It is the same at every village I visited in recent days. But it is only now that I am struck by the contradictory nature of my goals. Having joined the Eastern Alliance and taken steps to revitalize the Enclave, I believed Doma was at last on the path to peace and prosperity. I still do. Yet, by focusing so keenly on the future, I've neglected the past that yet haunts my people. Even if they do not give in to despair, and become beasts that plague our lands like poor Tonbo's brother, how are we to truly move forward if we are constantly looking back? Speak of their haunted past, Lord Hien, but what of yours? Is there not someone for whom you yourself still grieve? Let's call him out more directly. What about you? Me? All things considered, I suppose it was only a matter of time before the subject was broached. I'm on to you. Ha! She cuts to the heart of the matter, and the young lord. For the best, I should think. You cannot lead by example if he has not yet made peace with his own past. I'm guessing it's Gosetsu. Hey, I got it. Nice, good job, me. 1,000 apologies, my lord. I was passing through, attending to the matters of which I spoke earlier, when I chanced to hear familiar voices in the distance. If I may be so bold, to the people of Doma, one and all, understand the source of your pain. Sorry, the people of Doma, one and all, understand. Yeah. To lose your father in the turmoil of a failed rebellion, a staggering duty to the throne thrust upon you. Aye, how could you even begin to mourn, when first you had to lead? If it would behoove you to take part in the funeral rites, my lord, take this time to make peace with your past, while it is still yours to spend. Though unlikely, if not impossible, were you to become a monster as well, Doma would surely be lost. I thank you for your counsel, Gosetsu. But if I may ask, why is it you keep your blade at the ready? I thought this personal matter of yours to be naught but a trifle. Or am I mistaken? Well, I find the katana a superior tool for peeling persimmons. Speaking of which, I do believe my stomach begs for sustenance, if you'll excuse me. Training, to help slay the blasphemy, no doubt. Fitting that he should offer me counsel, yet refuse to heed it in kind. He is not the warrior he once was, but he is wise, our obstinate friend. If I am to be perfectly honest, it frightens me to recall it, the moment it all came crashing down. We'd taken Doma Castle. Victory was ours. Then we looked out and saw the banners of the 12th Legion marching towards us, the crown prince at the fore. No sooner had Gosetsu and I escaped than we received word that Zenos had slain my father. I remember how the fight went out of Gosetsu in an instant, how he wept for his lord, while I felt the weight of the profound duty bear down upon my shoulders, crushing, suffocating. The heat of my own breath, the chill of my clammy palms. But duty demanded I master my emotions. When all those around me, Gosetsu included, were consumed by anger and a thirst for vengeance, I had to be in control. Under my orders, we dispersed and fled to fight another day. To this day, I have not stopped to reflect on my father's death. How could I, devoted as I am to finding Doma's way forward? But now I must, and so, having taken you into my confidence, would you see this through with me to journey's end? Of course. Got you. The keepsake I would offer up for the funeral is hidden in a place not easily reached. We will have to fly there, I'm afraid, but worry not. My Yol will ferry us. Just a moment. But I have my own yule. Or do you really want to ride together? Guess I'm okay either way, but, you know. Nope. We each had one. The place we seek is Plum Spring in the mountains. Shall we? Not the yule and travel with Ian? Yep. Got my own burb. Hey. Nice. You gonna talk to me like Americ did? Nothing. He ain't got nothing to say. I guess we just abide in silence and enjoy the view. Nice, peaceful, quiet ride. My parents would bring me here for Hanami as a child. Its beauty and serenity was such that I could forget the realities of the occupation. Indeed, some of my fondest memories of family are here, which is precisely why I chose this place to conceal the singular gift my father bequeathed to me as a child. Whoa! Monkey King doll! Charming, is it not? The great auspice of Kishan Dasheng, said to reside somewhere along the Dairyu chain. I may have beat him up. I might have beat him up. In those days, anyone and everyone knew the tales of his prowess. Reckless boy that I was, I once even tried to seek him out, hoping he might help us. I buried it here shortly after my coming-of-age ceremony. It seemed a fitting place to both part with my childhood and offer a final goodbye to my mother. More a keepsake of mine than his, to be sure, but he was never a man of worldly possessions. Still, I suspect he would allow himself a rare smile if he were to see it again, after all these years. And that is precisely how I wish to bid him farewell, with a smile. It should go without saying, I would prefer it not become known that I kept this doll here. Wouldn't want the children to grow jealous now, would we? And with that, I believe it is time we return to the Enclave. There was no fighting. I definitely thought it was going to be an escort quest with fighting, but it was just a go and talk to people, so we're good. We good. Oh, we brought Portis back, thank you. The two of you are away for quite some time. Is everything all right? There are yet more villagers to visit and offerings to collect, but preparations are proceeding apace. Soon the people will have one less cause to be tempted down the path of despair. Of course, there still remains the problem of the blasphemy. The former conscripts will remain at the Kiankan until it has been dealt with. We will slay the beast in due time, but before that, I would be honored if you were present for the funeral rites. Pray speak with Yugiri when you next visit the Enclave, and she will tell you more of the proceedings. Uh-oh, is it gonna bust in on the proceedings? Because that's gonna suck. Coconut cod chowder! Thank you. Hey girl, level 90, here we go. Laid to rest, Yugi's somber expression suggests you have arrived right on time. As ever, your timing is impeccable. We but moments ago completed preparations for the funeral. I will inform Lord Hien of your arrival. You're here. Excellent. The blasphemy continues to shun our settlements, and I mean to make the most of the time its absence affords us. I assume you are planning to take part in the ceremony? Yep. I'll be there. Support the people. Glad to hear it. Unfortunately, Kosetsu will not be joining us today. He's injured himself, as I knew he would with his secret training, and now grumbles from the confines of his bed. But he will be fine in due course. We may worry over his convalescence after the funeral. I definitely thought he was gonna bring something over to honor Tsuyu, but... okay, fine. Secret training to go beat up the blasphemy, Kosetsu. Thought he went to go get a persimmon. Or something. Some kind of persimmon decorated something, because she... yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I expected. Let's go to the docks. Let me out. Hey, Giddy. Battle time. There was a peculiar-looking doll among the effects, but I can find no record of it in our stores. Would you happen to know who brought it? I do, but I can't tell you. I made a promise. The villagers should have arrived ere long. Then we may begin. I'm ready. Oh, you crazy old bat. Lord Hien, What? What do you want? I apologize, my lord, for my past transgressions. I yearn to believe my daughter was a kami reborn, but you were right. She is a monster. Words can ill express my shame for advocating the conscripts be sacrificed to appease the dead. Are you for real, or are you faking this so you can get at our shit and, like, wreck the ceremony? Nay, this ceremony shall serve far, far better. And so, as a humble citizen of Doma, I offer my deepest gratitude, and beg for your forgiveness. I would make an offering on behalf of my husband and son, as well as my dear stepdaughter, Minato. I throw myself on your mercy, Lord Hien. Allow them a place within the mausoleum, that their spirits may know peace. I'm very suspicious! I know he's gonna believe her, but I'm so suspicious that she's gonna do something. There is no need to beg forgiveness, Kisei. Please, rise. You catty old bitch! Thanks, you giddy. She deserved that. That's gonna call the damn fucking blasphemy over here. She'll come for you. By the kami, she gave her life to draw out the blasphemy? You know what? Fine, I need to kill you anyway. And now your crazy old stepmom is dead. Fucking crazy ass people. Had zero chill. Hold on, let's eat some food. I was like, I have a thing for that! I didn't mean to hit that. I know I should have buffed Yugiri, but I wanted to buff Hien for fun. Oh, hello, Exaflares. Me without my fan dance. Is this one of those battles you were supposed to lose? Is that why it hurt so bad? Because I was tryharding real hard. Ooh, what did you learn, Gosetsu? Apologies for the untimely arrival, my lord. Whoa! You learned how to be a true monk! Gosetsu? What is that staff? Pilgrimage proved a most enlightening experience, and is where I chanced to discover the benefits of ascetic training. I may no longer be fit to wield a blade, my lord, but Shugendo affords me another way to turn the tide of battle. All these healer opportunities in the Far East, and we don't get any of them? Stubborn as ever. I shall have to thank you later. I want to do this shit. Let us put an end to this. F. My bad! No, that's me. Sense something amiss. Quickly, come to me. Ah, exaflares. You lied to me, you giddy! Killing him a dancer, Jesus Christ. Oh, did I move too soon? Fuck. Sorry. My bad. It's a lot to pay attention to, okay? I'm dancing! I'm dancing! Meow! Hey, Chirico. That's not a good time, baby. I can't even turn on the camera right now. Oh my god, you just so badly want to be on the interwebs. There you go. Real fast. A deceiver to the bitter end, but she is still a daughter of Doma. She will have a proper burial, and her family's belongings enshrined with the others. I have gathered you here today, not to speak of the future, but to reflect on the past, to pay respects to loved ones fallen on the field of battle. In honor of their sacrifices, these sons and daughters of Doma shall be given a place here at Swallow's Compass. Though they no longer walk with us in life, they walk with us in spirit. Pray never forget their bravery, that the memories of their legacy give you comfort and strength. Maroya Motokawa, the aspiring painter. He was a man who saw beauty in all things, and one day would become a renowned artist in Kugane. Motosue Jito, the warrior in training. He longed to become a samurai, like his father, and bring honor to his family. Suzushiro Korakumi, the carpenter, a man wholly dedicated to his craft, who hoped to one day pass on his talents to his two loving children. What about the brother? We didn't read that one off too? No? Okay. And lastly, Minato Shihogaki and her stepmother, Kisei. Theirs was once a happiness to be envied. Minato's parents were murdered by Imperial soldiers, and after being rescued by the Confederacy, Minato was given into the care of the village of Isari. Though she arrived with a broken heart, it was soon mended by the man who would become her husband, the son of Kisei, who herself had been born to Isari on winds of tragedy. Kisei was a child of the deep, born in Sui no Sato. For her gifts she was exiled, but with her courage and tenacity, found a new home on the shores of the Ruby Sea. She was a devoted wife and mother, and though not related by blood, she loved Minato as if she were their own. That is how she lived, how they all lived, and how they should be remembered. Let your heart swell not with sorrow, but with joy for their memory. Know that proof of their mark left on this world shall remain here, enshrined within the swallow's compass, for all eternity. Let us still our voices, and in silence pray for their souls, that they may share in the peace we have found. Traditionally, the Royal Mausoleum is reserved for the ruling clans, but I have no doubt Lord Kaien would approve of his son's decision. Many tears were shed throughout the ceremony, not for grief, but for relief, I think. Happiness, even. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting battle with the blasphemy as a prelude to the ceremony. At least now we may breathe easy, if only for a short while. The villagers have all returned home, and I believe it is time we did the same. I know it's like right there, but... Hey, buddy. I am not yet well versed in healing magics, but thankfully it was enough to be of some use to Lord Hien. Never in my wildest dreams did I foresee Gosetsu embracing the aesthetic arts. That, I can talk! We've held a national funeral and slain a blasphemy besides. Rather productive day, would you not agree? The former conscripts will be elated to finally return home. Speaking of returns, I think I speak for all of us all when I say your appearance at Swallow's Compass came as something of a shock. What of your injuries from training? Quite painful for some time, I assure you. Despite my best efforts to reclaim my former skills, my back and my hips vigorously protested. I had planned to sleep that I might be well rested for the morrow's hunt, but a voice called out to me. I was needed, and so I grabbed my cane and ran as quickly as my ailing body would allow. Okay, but can I learn that shit? As a healer, this is very important information to me. I know I'm a dancer right now, but... Healer main. Cane suits you, Gosetsu, but your mastery of healing magics was a sight to behold. Almost as surprising as your resurrection following the fall of Doma Castle. I am but a novice in dire need of training. 'Tis my hope that I will be able to refine my ascetic arts during my next pilgrimage. So, you are leaving then? Worry not, Lord Hien. Should you find yourself in dire straits once more, I shall fly to your side. Not as a samurai, perhaps, but I will nonetheless give our enemies cause to tremble. And with that, I take my leave. I think this was my favorite one. This one was cool. Though it may be years, if not decades, until we truly make peace with our past, we have turned a corner and begun to heal. We may look to the future unburdened by grief ignored and sadness denied. The path ahead is ever fraught with peril, but we shall walk it with eyes unclouded, and with pride. You have done so much for us, for Doma. I wish there was more I could do for you. All good. Happy to help friends. If I may ask one last favor before you leave, please inform our representative at Razat Han that the blasphemy has been vanquished and the people of Doma are safe. With any luck, our experiences here will prove useful to other nations that yet grapple with these beasts. Leave it to me. I got you, buddy. And you were the last one. I'm sorry. The people of Suinosata will be relieved to hear of the recent events. I wonder what Mother and Father would say. Safe travels, Kirameki, and may the Kami bless you. Okay, but here's the thing. Got rid of all the ones in Eorzea and, the Nier in the Far East, but, what about the New World? 'Cause I'm pretty sure Blasphemy still probably would have, you know, spawned over there, and... You know... They don't know what the fuck's going on. They doing okay over there? I got some questions. What up, buddy? How's it going? Lady Kirameki, you are returned. What word from Doma? All good. We got rid of the blasphemy. And the crazy mother-in-law of the blasphemy. The blasphemy is no more? That is wonderful news. I must inform the other delegates at once. Thank you again for answering our summons. If another threat should rear its dastardly head, I pray we can count on your assistance again. I got you, buddy. I just love this ribbon so much. I'm gonna make a glamour with this because it's so cute. I love it. Can now dye the job specific gear. Yay! Thanks to you, the people of Doma have earned a short reprieve from the woes that befall our world. Should I find time to visit Swella's Compass, I shall keep you in my prayers as I pay respects. We did it! And now, we do the ending quest. Oh, the cat left! Boo-boo. Alright, Shitobot. The whole gang's here, and Fortunal. You need a representative from every country, so, you know, every nation. The glint in Shirobot's eyes suggests she was hoping you might pass through. Well, if it isn't Kirameki, all-around good egg and champion of, well, the whole world, I suppose. Word travels fast, my friend. We've heard all about your exploits defeating the blasphemies that plague the good people of Eorzea and Doma. Sadly, there are other fell beasts that yet want for slaying, but fear not. Our efforts to bring them low proceed apace, and we've had naught but glad tidings from our allies. In fact, we but recently received word from the resistance forces in Bosia that a blasphemy was slain. Nice. Thanks in no small part to Lord Hien's timely assistance. Okay, but what about the New World? Perhaps the most surprising report came from Werlit, where soldiers led by the infamous Black Wolf— Whoa! Thanks, Gaius. Fought alongside Alamegan troops for yet another hard-earned victory. Reports from Garlemald, however, suggest another blasphemy threat lurks in the snows, and we received a petition for assistance. Whoa, okay, let's go. Strange, don't you think? When the effect of the final days began to spread in earnest, we encountered a great many monsters in Garlemald, but never a blasphemy. And to make matters worse, they say the Garleans who chose to remain and rebuild have begun transforming into yet more hideous creatures. Uh-oh, that's bad. From what I understand, it was you and your comrades who brought an end to the source of the final days, is that right? Even so, it would appear its effects will linger a while longer. Until the malevolent influence on Akasha subsides, I dare say this will be the last time we hear of such sightings. As for the blasphemy, we have reason to believe it is a great deal stronger than any we've faced thus far. Your strength and experience would prove quite valuable if you're willing to help, of course. Hell yeah, let's go. Is the Illspark contingent not equipped to handle this? No! Let's go! Of course I'll help. Truly, our contacts in Charlayan will be thrilled to hear it. Though they did not explicitly request your presence, it was clear from the very first they were hoping for it. Though, if I may be frank, I was not expecting Charlayan, of all places, to be so concerned with the present state of Garlemald, what with their strict policies of non-intervention. Perhaps we'll find out the reason before this is all over. But that's an inquiry for another time. I'll not keep you any longer. Once you arrive in Garlemald, I should think the intelligence officer stationed there will be more than happy to apprise you of the situation. Keep your wits about you out there. To have eluded us for so long, this blasphemy is like to be more cunning than most. Alright, I need to see if you say anything different. Nope, okay. So you guys should all say the same thing, because he did. To Garlemald. Oh, you're like right there. Hi! Sorry. You saw nothing. I definitely did not mount up right there. Kirameki? Me? Kirameki? It's an honor to have you with us, miss. I presume you're come to assist in our hunt for the blasphemy? Yep. What up, buddy? Maxima and Lucia will be pleased to hear it, if you would come this way. They could have named her Lufia, and then this would have been a great Lufia reference. It's good to see you, Kirameki. Sorry, hold on, what's the voice? Shit, I don't think that's right. Never mind, I don't remember. It's good to see you, Kirameki, though I wish it were under more fortuitous circumstances. We were reluctant to call upon you, knowing you but recently returned from the far reaches of the heavens, but we are no less glad for your aid. I mean, it wasn't that short time ago. Now then, I believe it best if the man who first discovered this blasphemy explained the situation. Calling somebody over. Who do we think it is? Talk? Whoa! Fortunal? I guess that makes sense. Ah, Kirameki. Good. We may forego introductions then. Thank you for answering our call for assistance. As for the situation at hand, it concerns a joint effort between the Forum and the Loporits to find new purpose for the moon. While there is no longer a need for a vessel to evacuate the star, we believe the moon may yet prove of use for the people of Atheris. After much contemplation, a rather ingenious proposal was put forward to transform the moon into a repository for man's knowledge, an archive of hitherto unseen scale. Charlayan has long had the honor of boasting incomparable repositories of the world's knowledge, but it is far from perfect. Should calamity befall us, natural or otherwise, the wisdom of the ages we have long labored to preserve would be lost. But the moon is beyond any such risk. What's more, it is beyond the jurisdiction of any one nation. Thus did we consult with the allied nations of Eorzea, the Far East, and Razat-Han. What about the New World, huh? We just don't care about them? They're somewhere else. They're too far away, so we don't care. They agreed to assembling a survey team to make... That brings up a good point. When we were going to evacuate the star, then they definitely would have gotten screwed. They agreed to assembling a survey team to take measure of the moon and its potential as a repository. Our plans for assessment were forestalled, however, by the presence of an entity we believed to be a blasphemy in the Tower of Babel. Claims of Garlean citizens transforming into monsters shortly after its discovery only gave further credence to our initial supposition. But we've not only ill tidings to share. Reinforcements have been dispatched to aid us in quelling the blasphemy threat. Lord Autorel and a member of the Gridania's Keepers of the Entwined Serpents have already begun an investigation into the catalyst of these transformations. If Autorel is there, what about Sicard? Them's two's his besties. Now, the skies no longer burn, and the spread of this affliction is much curtailed. We must remain vigilant. Until the blasphemy threat has been quelled, Alfino and Alice have graciously offered to help calm the people of Tertium while we attend to the people here. Sounds like I'm gonna go look at Tertium. But the matter of the blasphemy is not so easily resolved, I am afraid. We recently met with certain complications that have hindered our plans. Yukiri and Fordola are presently deliberating how best to resolve the situation. Perhaps it would be best if you heard the details directly from them? I should like to join you, if I may. As this endeavor was originally undertaken on Charlayan's behalf, I feel it is my responsibility to see this through to its conclusion. Alright, buddy. Catch you guys later. Or not, because I'm definitely going to talk to you again. Like, right now. Thank you again for answering our call for aid. I pray the matters can be resolved quickly before anyone else succumbs to the blasphemy's influence. The blasphemy should appear now of all times bodes ill for Garlemald. That said, I have faith we will find a way to fell the beast ere long. Okay, but before I do that, I need to go look for the kids. I'll be right back. We're just gonna go look for the kids. We're just gonna pop right over and see if they're there. Right there with Euless. Hello. I thought we might see you here. We heard you'd come to assist the Alliance leaders with the blasphemy discovered here in Ilsabard. Alice and I are doing what we can to help keep the people calm. I shudder to think what might happen were anyone to become one of those hideous beasts. I don't know about you, but I've seen enough suffering and despair to last a lifetime. Needless to say, we'll do all we can to keep anyone else from turning. Euless? I didn't expect to see the twins in Garlemald again. Like you, they risked life and limb to save the world, and some would say they've earned a lifetime of peace and quiet. Yet here they are. When they said they wished to help us, they truly meant it. And if even outsiders haven't given up on us, then how could we possibly give up on ourselves? The road to recovery will be long and hard, but we'll spare no effort. We'll rebuild Garlemald into a nation that all can be proud of, for those who are still here, as well as those who couldn't be. For those we have lost and those we can yet save. Now I will talk to you. Oh! Fredola New Guinea. Hello, Fredola. Huh! Somehow I should have known you would turn up eventually. I did not expect to see you here, of all places, but I am no less glad for your presence. I presume word of the blasphemy is what brought you here? In which case, I believe it may be best if a member of the reconnaissance team's guard explained the situation. An acquaintance of yours? Aren't you the captain of the company of heroes? Or long time no see, Lawrence? I'd heard tell you were the worldly sort, but bugger me if I knew where you heard my name before. I'm just a lowly sword for hire, hoping to fatten my purse with a touch of mercenary work after taking my leave from Limsa. The job sounded simple enough, but, well, I'm sure you wouldn't be here if it were, eh? But you didn't come all this way to hear about me, did ye? The blasphemy we're after is making its nest in the upper reaches of the Tower of Babel. The auxiliary sector, I believe it was. But it wasn't alone. A sizable horde of beasts were circling about like knights protecting their queen. Naturally, we thought to strike from a distance before engaging in earnest, but not a single bullet reached its mark. They were protected by some manner of mystical shroud, as far as I could figure. Without a keen eye for magic, I don't see anyone getting through. By the time we understood the futility of the situation, we'd been spotted. Retreat was our only option. Pains me to say it, but there won't be any brute force in our way through this one. My understanding was that, once transformed, these blasphemies are completely devoid of aether. With what energies could it create such a barrier? That's the question, isn't it? My first thought was some heretofore unknown technique for conjuring shields. Needless to say, I'm out of my depth when it comes to matters of magic. Which is precisely why I plan to speak with the Elder Seedseer when she arrives. If anyone can help us find a way to overcome the blasphemy's protection, it's her. In the meantime, could we trouble you to help with the not so small matter of people changing into beasts? The blasphemy's horde was large enough when first we found it. Can't afford for more to join its ranks. Very well. We shall reconvene with Lord Autorel and discuss strategy. Before you go, there's something else you should know about the tower. From the moment we set foot inside, I could swear there was something watching us. I shrugged it off, thinking it a figment of my imagination, but in hindsight, I'm not so sure. Oh? We'll keep an eye out. Nothing to worry ourselves about now, but best keep on your guard when we do finally return to the tower, eh? Lauren Ipsum. Gods, I wouldn't give for a nice hot bowl of soup. Lord Hien will be arriving ere long. Aptly dressed for the cold, I should hope. Gosetsu would no doubt count himself fortunate to be absent if he knew we were here. Arnvald sends his regards, by the way. He asked me to tell you not to push yourself, but we all know what a waste of breath that'll prove to be. Walkins for suckers. Chocoporoker. Chocoporoker. Hey, buddies! It would appear their investigation into the recent reports of refugees transforming is well underway. Hey, buddy! Under normal circumstances, I would never dream of leaving the Elder Seeds to your side, but concerning the nature of these blasphemies and the calamity they bring, she insisted a representative for Gridania precede her arrival. I mean, if the Bow Lord accompanies her, I'm sure she'll be fine. Artorel? Oh, wait, hold on. Artorel's the good one. Hold on, what was the one I was thinking? Amanean. He's the one who's friends with Sakard. Oh yeah, and Artorel's the one we worked with in the Magic Quest, so that makes sense. I'm an idiot. Ha, Kirameki. It's good to have you with us, my friend. Indeed, the road before us is not an easy one, and a woman of your talents will prove invaluable to our efforts. We but recently returned from a reconnaissance wherein we made a few rather surprising discoveries. First and foremost, we were pleased to discover that no one residing within Camp Broken Glass or Tertium have turned, no doubt thanks to the concerted efforts of Maxima, Alfino, and Alice. However, we have reason to believe that those who did turn all hail from Locus Aminus. You mean Corvus, the Garlane's ancestral home? Very same. When the ill effects of the final days began to manifest there, a number of Garlane refugees from the region sought sanctuary in Garlemald. But the capital was already in ruins when they arrived. They were offered asylum, but many refused and instead chose to fend for themselves on the outskirts of the city. Oof. We are of a mind to go and speak with them directly. Sorry, hold on. More pompous. We are of a mind to go and speak with them directly, if you would care to join us. Perhaps together we can learn what of their recent circumstances has triggered such terrible change among their people. I'm not Garlane by blood, but having been raised in the Imperial provinces, I would be lying if I said I'm not moved by their plight. Locus Aminus suffered greatly in the wake of the final days. It is only natural they would have sought shelter in the capital. I would imagine their horror upon arrival. Frozen Hope. Artorel is eager to begin his inquiry. Time being of the essence, I believe it prudent we split it into 2 groups and cover as much ground as we may, as quickly as possible. If you and Master Fortunal would inquire after the people at Victor's spoils, the 2 of us shall see what we may learn at Liminal Station 4. When you have finished, pray meet us there. Victor's spoils is to the east of here, yes? Let us be off. Fat Chocobo, look at that thigh squeeze. I only noticed it yesterday, and I hope that now I've said it, nobody can unnotice it. The squeezing of his magnificent thighs together as he flies. Enjoy that. Enjoy that imagery. Let it be burrowed in your mind's eye. Oh, gross. Ah, gross. You guys make such nasty noises. I hate flying past those. They're so icky. Ah, there you are. Hello? That they should choose to reside here in the cold, I can but presume they will not be amenable to conversation. Even so, we must not be deterred. Come. Oh, this should be fun. Let's see if he does better than his children did. Shall we meet back here when we have finished? Despondent refugee. Can't imagine why you or anyone else would feign interest in our troubles. But if you insist, you'll find a great many of the people here were in the military at one time or another. Some retiring with honors and others without. Sadly, I'm one of the latter. Bore one too many scars in battle. Even so, my contributions were enough to warrant leave to move to Locus Amunis. It was a land of warmth and bounty. The Corvosi rebellion admittedly proved troublesome for a time, but it didn't take long for the Second Legion to quell their uprising. We could practically drown in the calm and quiet. And then one day, the skies came alive with flame. We were overrun by all manner of foul beasts born of our brothers and sisters. The Second Legion barely had time to assemble their forces before they were overrun and snuffed out. We barely escaped with our lives. But we were greeted only with more wrack and ruin on our arrival here. We've not the strength to take our home back from the Corvosi a second time. There's nothing left for us anywhere. Well, you're depressing. It's all the same to you. I'd like to be alone right now. Is it all the same to me? Oh look, a weary refugee. Talk? What's there to talk about? No home? No future? Nothing! This doom spells the end for us all. You're about, like, a few sentences away from turning. Hell, how did it come to this? Sullen refugee. Come to hear our grievances, have you? More than you have time to hear them, I'm sure. We've lost not one, but 2 homes. Our loved ones, our livelihood. There's nothing left. Served my time with the military, aye. For what? To lose all my friends, my son? And there was naught to show for it but our claim to Locus Amunis. So we thought. Calamity was visited upon us for reasons we know not, and when we thought to flee, it followed on our heels to Garlemald. Ruin and ash at every turn. What are we to do with nothing left to live for? Find any reason to live? I don't know what to tell you. Don't mind me, just me on a snake. Hey, Fortunal buddy! How's it going? Did you learn aught of how they came to be in such dire straits? Yeah, the final days hit them in Corvosi, and they were like, oh fuck, and they ran, and then it was here, and they were like, double fuck. I see. I heard much of the same. The military forces of Locus Amunis were defeated in the wake of the final days. Desperate to survive, they naturally fled to Garlemald seeking sanctuary. It was their hope the might of the Empire would allow them to reclaim the home they were forced to abandon, but the capital was already in ruin when they arrived. Needless to say, the lands they have long believed to be the ancestral home of the Garlean people may remain forever lost to them. Those unfamiliar with history would believe they have always resided in the bitter, cold climes of the northern Ilsebard, but that was only after the Corvosi invaded 800 years prior. With the advent of Magitech, I imagine it was all too easy for Emperor Solus to rally his people and take back what they believed to be rightfully theirs. Yep, I've heard this before. Yet history would tell us true, that the land they call Locus Amunis has been known by other names, and served as home to a myriad peoples. Indeed, one need only look back to the Allagan's reign in the Third Astral Era to give the lie to Garlean claims of sovereignty. Yet even had they such ancestral ties to Locus Amunis, antecedents cannot justify their animosity to foreign peoples. Animosity poorly veiled by delusions of justice, as has been the case for so many nations throughout history. Would that man had the sense and strength of will to break free from such chains of hatred. Help! Someone help! They've turned! Another monster? Quickly, Kirameki. We haven't a moment to lose. Alright, which one of you turned? Oh, yep, it was the doodles. Like, he's about 2 sentences away from turning. And what did I say? God, what happened? One of my mates seemed unwell, so I thought to come over and look in on him. Next thing I knew, No one appears to be injured. Did he not attack? He just walked off in the direction of the tower, in a daze as if it was calling to him. He could not have gone far. If he would go after him, I will remain here and see that all are accounted for. Have we not suffered enough? I will see to matters here. Go and find that beast before it can reach the tower. Murder? Let's kill it. I mean, it's not gonna turn back. We might as well just kill it. Herb. Hey, buddy. Terminus Shiver. Yep, you're pretty ugly looking. Kind of a small dude, though. I've seen bigger ones. He's dead, Zo. Hey, where'd you put everybody? The beast is slain, then. Thank the heavens. For blessing, no others have turned, and a measure of calm has been restored, if only for a moment. Witnesses were able to offer a clue as to the source of the transformation. They claimed the afflicted was listening to this radio. Even now it continues to play the same cryptic message. Alright, let's hear it. Hope you got a warding scale on you. Oh, actually, yeah, warding scale. Empire, no more. Never again. Rise. Ashes. Though distorted by radio static, you can hear a voice saying, "The Empire is no more. Never again shall it rise from the ashes." But how is this possible? There are no facilities left standing that could possibly deliver a broadcast. Animo is capable of sending such a message. The last time this happened, the signal came from the Tower of Babel. Be that as it may, Anima is no more, and the Tower of Babel has fallen into disrepair. By your hand, no less. Yeah, but, you know... shit happens. Which begs the question, who, perhaps what, could be behind this? Kirameki, Master Fortunal, a moment, if you would. Hey! Merweb's here too, and our husbando, Emmerich, the best husbando. Shortly after we finished our inquiry into Liminal Station 4, Lord Emmerich and Admiral Merweb arrived and requested an audience. With me? I'm not gonna ask, I'll just be like, hey, let's meet up, and I'll be like, hey, okay, cool, where? When? Apologies for our late arrival. Knowing firsthand the devastation of which blasphemies are capable, I discussed the matter with the Admiral, and we were of one mind that the situation warranted our immediate presence. Is it safe to presume a representative of the survey team has already arrived? Indeed, I have. Though, thank you for coming all this way on such short notice. Recent events here at the camp have proved most enlightening. and we're just gonna talk and tell you about everything. Somebody transformed. The people are from Corvosi, so that's a thing. They're SOL, and this radio is super sus. And this is the aforementioned radio. Empire no more. Do I have a thing for this? Hold up. Do. Give me a sec. We're on the voice mod. Let me check voice mod. I'm sure I have to have one for radio. Or something like it. Echo, 8-bit, Speechifier? Maybe Speechifier. Or telephone? Let's try Speechifier. Android? No, not Android. Android's keyed up to Okay, hold on. Hold on. You guys are gonna get muted for a bit. You're not gonna hear anything, and it's because I'm gonna mess with the voice mod a little bit. Alright, so... Stand by! Stand by! Alright, sorry about that. Alright, I figured it out. Here we go. Empire. No more. Never again. Rise. Ashes. There we go. I gotta do it for the bit. That was like a waste of time, but for that little bit, but it makes me happy. Harsh reminder of their misfortune. Sufficient to push some wayward few over the edge, it would seem. Yet there still remains the question of who is sending this message, and from where. Glory. Everlasting. Garlemald. I gotta, like, rearrange this so I can make sure I can actually see shit. There we go. What? For glory everlasting? For Garlemald? No, it couldn't be. You recognize this message? A mantra often spoken by Lord Nerva. Anyone who lived in the provinces under his authority could scarcely forget those words. Oh, fuck! Lord Nerva, isn't he the leader of the Second Legion? They got into a fight with the First here, and then that was a whole thing with the side quests. He sought to claim the throne after the assassination of the Emperor Varus, did he not? After civil war broke out, he all but disappeared, according to the intelligence we managed to gather. How could he have managed to breach the tower undetected? To have done so and remain unnoticed by the creatures infesting the tower seems a nigh impossible task. Unless... Do you think the voice on the radio is the blasphemy? Do you think the voice on the radio is Nerva? It is Nerva, the blasphemy. I do. And, as it was with Anima, these radios are somehow attuned to whatever signal it emits from the tower. What's more, I believe the true identity of the blasphemy is Nerva, robbed of the throne and forced to watch the empire he no longer command crumble before his very eyes. Such loss did not drive him to the same fate as Quintus. The despair he felt no doubt overcame and turned him. Nerva's delusions of grandeur aside, the Garleans' plight sounds not unlike the Sahagin, desperate to preserve their spawning grounds. Indeed, Though unscrupulous by any measure, the Garleans found solidarity in their ideology, as did the people of Ishgard in the church. Adrift without home or purpose, it is all too easy for despair to take hold. Would that a remedy were as simple as offering them the land as we did the Sahagin. In all likelihood, the Garleans would refuse to settle for aught less than what they believed to be their ancestral home of Locus of Minas, a claim the Corvosi would readily take to arms to denounce. We would do well not to further fan the flame of animosity twixt them. Then perhaps at the very least we can offer them peace of mind, and a means to regain some semblance of stability in their lives. To offer them true comfort and stability, Garlemald must be rebuilt. Yep, better than say nothing. Rebuild Garlemald! By no means an easy solution, but perhaps the only one worthy of pursuit. Of course, this new Garlemald must remain a sovereign nation, free from the oversight of others. Aye, they would see no meaning in it otherwise. If I'm not mistaken, Alfino and Alice have already made strides in helping the people here regain some normalcy in their day-to-day living. A most important first step, but it will mean little without proper leadership. Rather than a single individual, perhaps a governing body of sorts would prove more effective. Agreed. There are a number of former Senate members among the refugees at Camp Broken Glass, as I recall. With their help, creating the framework for new governance is not an impossibility. Then let us call these people together. Ah, was he saying that? Fuck, I fucked up. Sorry. Then let us call the people together and see what they make of our proposal. Sorry, I read the wrong one. Wrong one. Are we just... no, we're still here. Okay. Oh, we brought them all here. Oh, okay. Hello. Now it's all the people who are here. Final days has taken much from you all. I can but imagine the pain you feel in the face of such immeasurable loss. And though the final days have been averted, its effects yet linger, and a blasphemy has been born of your suffering. Decisive action must be taken before further harm is wrought upon you. To overcome such adversity is too great a task for any one person, but as people united, there may yet be hope for the morrow. While it is not our place to decide how you will move forward, we would offer a small measure of guidance. We were told a number of former members of your Senate yet remain among you. Would you be amenable to an interim government led by these individuals until such time as Garlemald can be rebuilt? Rebuild Garlemald? Such a thing truly possible? Even if we do cobble together some governing council, we won't be making anything of that pile of ash we dare call Garlemald. There's no going back to Locus of Minas either. Wreck and ruin. Those are only options. I realize to rebuild Garlemald is a seemingly impossible task, but you needn't undertake it alone. My children are working with members of the First Legion as we speak to begin an organized relief effort. And there are others from the provinces, no doubt, willing to lend their expertise. You need but ask, not as would-be conquerors, but as brothers and sisters of the Star, and others will heed your call. If you should still see no merit in the rebuilding of Garlemald, then I would instead offer you residency in Charlayan. I promise you will be welcomed with open arms. Charlayan? So now you'd expect us to go and lick boots in some country we've never even heard of? My apologies if I appeared overly forward in my proposition. Concerning our strict policies on non-intervention until but recently, it is not surprising that you are unfamiliar with my homeland. It is an island nation to the north, home to myriad peoples, which is why I believe it would not prove difficult to accommodate you and yours. To be clear, you would not be migrating to Charlene to live in servitude. You have my word that each and every one of you would be guaranteed citizenship upon entry. And why exactly would you go to such lengths for us? For the conquerors you barely know. Charlayan was long aware of the coming doom that would be the final days, and so we were preparing to evacuate the star, taking as many people and resources as our stores would allow. Initially, it was our intent to save the people of Garlemald as well, but we had not forgotten your transgressions invading Alamigo, your rejection of our entreaties for peace. After a great deal of deliberation, it was decided that we would forgo an invitation to Garlemald, a determination made with great trepidation. We had convinced ourselves that it was ultimately for the greater good, though I can think of at least one individual who would continue to protest. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Sage counsel I brazenly cast aside when confronted with the final days in earnest. But Kirameki here and her companions refused to forsake those who were otherwise unwilling to save. With great risk to themselves, they achieved the impossible, and opened my eyes to the error of the Forum's decision. If all other roads lead to ruin regardless, perhaps we should at least consider it. Then, it would be my pleasure to invite you all to Camp Broken Glass, where you shall have warm food and beds both. Admiral... Oops, sorry, hold on, gonna drink some water. Admiral Mirlib and I shall speak with Maxima and the others. Oh, his name's Maxima, not Maxim. Never mind, my Lufia reference doesn't matter. And the others, and consider how best to assist the Garleans moving forward. Should we broach the subject of the blasphemy, however, we will not hesitate to call upon you. Sure thing. Who might you be? Options? You want me to choose shit? I mean, I guess I'll take the healer one. But wait, there's more. Misguided few, though visibly relieved the Garleans are safe, the hardness in Fortunal's eyes suggests your work is far from over. The Garleans' hearts at ease, the likelihood of others turning is greatly diminished. That said, it's no cause for us to grow complacent. We must needs find a way to overcome the blasphemy's protective wording. If I understand correctly, a blasphemy's behavior is oftentimes influenced by the memories and emotions of their originator, in which case it would be prudent to learn more of the man who birthed this monstrosity. How fortuitous, then, that a number of soldiers from the 3rd Legion are in our custody. Oh, 3rd Legion. Nerva was 3rd Legion. Okay. For a mercy, their tempering was not to For mercy, their tempering was not so severe as to be beyond our ability to heal them. They are presently being treated at Camp Broken Glass. Perhaps the camp's intelligence officer can tell us who among them knows aught of Nerva's whereabouts. Is Nerva the one that we fought on the way here when we were trying to get to Garlemald? That sounds kind of familiar. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been like 7 months. Oh god, the gross squicky noises. Terrible. Why do you exist? Who made you? I saw you in Elpis, so some weirdo definitely made you. Someone looked at that and someone thought of that and was like, this seems like a good idea. Just looking around to see if the others are here. I don't see anybody. I see. Perhaps it'd be best if you speak with Virgilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion. Ah, so no, I think Nervous was 2nd then, right? Virgilia's the one we fought, right? Fuck, these guys are too much Garlemald lore. Can't remember. Needed time to process. Or rather, too far apart. I don't know. I just don't remember. That's it. I have bad memory. That's it. That's all I can say. She's still in the men, but the Kairugans aren't like to oppose a brief conversation if you would wait here a moment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the one we fought, so Nerva must be from the 2nd. And yours is champion, I presume, in one of her cohorts. What business have you with me? El Sabard is faced with imminent crisis, and we believe the knowledge you bear may be key in stopping it. Thus do we believe the blasphemy to be Nerva. His whereabouts in the wake of Garlemald's fall, or lack thereof, give credence to our theory. Lord Nerva? From what we have pieced together thus far, you are one of the last to see him alive. Please, will you not share with us what you know? Very well. I suspect what meager knowledge I possess shall avail you not. You touched my warm potatoes? Why is it warm? Did I make the apartment hotter? Maybe. Open your window and air out your room. I last spoke with Lord Nerva shortly after the warring with the First Legion began. Cloistered within the lower levels of the Cenaculum Imperialis, he spent the better part of the day listening attentively to the radio. Seemed hopeful, or perhaps desperate for news that the tide might turn in our favor. The next day I left for the front line. It was there I heard a terrible noise, which I soon came from the Tower of Babel. Then darkness took me, and I remembered naught after that. I was told the radios protected those close to them from the effects of the tower, in which case Lord Nerva would have remained unaffected. But he has ever been devoted to Garlemald. For glory everlasting, he would say. Hey, Dr. Lupin, what's up? How was your Castlevania? I saw you were doing some extra stuff after you beat it, but I had to, like, peace out and do this. So, you know, how'd that go? We're doing role quests, which I'm pretty sure you even finished, so this is spoilers! So, you know, be wary. There's spoilers here, right now. Maybe you don't want to watch. To watch the empire he loves so dearly crumble. I can think of no one who would be more stricken by the sight. It would seem we were right to assume what became of Nerva. Yep. That's a thing. And it does not surprise me the beast would choose to make its nest within the Tower of Babel. You're doing some stuff on Sunbreak? Oh, that's cool. Abrupt end? That's fine. Shit happens. It's all good. Don't get spoiled. It stands atop the remains of the Imperial Palace and the throne he revered so highly. But the Empire's no more, and Lord Nerva apparently is no longer the man he once was. He deserves to be laid to rest, together with his dreams of glory. Fun with the quest? Thanks! I don't know how long, much longer this is. I hope it ends soon. Been a while. Been at this for a while. We will fell the beast, you have my word. Whoa! Dr. Lupin, thanks so much for the 5 gifties! Much appreciated. You totally didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, though. Ooh, let's see who got them. Just taking a peek. Ninja vanished. Alright, bye! Bye! Have fun! Apologies for the interruption. Kane-senna has arrived and we are ready to depart. It is good to see you, Kirameki. Master Fortuno. I have spoken with Lorenz of the ward protecting the blasphemy, and I am quite confident some manner of aether-based magic bars our path. If I may be so bold, Elder Seedseer, we reached the same conclusion initially, but that simply is not possible. These creatures born of the final days are devoid of aether. As such, they would be unable to produce such a barrier in a manner to which we are accustomed. Do you suppose it's possible they manipulated dynamis to achieve a similar effect? I too thought to dismiss the notion of a barrier fueled by aether. That is, until I stepped foot here, in Garlemald. Even now I can sense streams of aether flowing toward the tower. Its purpose was, after all, to harvest reserves of energy sufficient to reach the moon. Even if one was incapable of manipulating aether directly, it stands to reason control of the tower would alleviate such a need. It is merely conjecture, of course. I cannot say for certain until I have examined the currents with mine own eyes. Might I ask you to accompany us? I would join you as well, if I may. My injuries would keep me from being of use in battle, but my knowledge of the land should serve just as well as my blade. Are you allowed? Are the Kairugans okay with that? Because they told us not to bother you for too long. I would not be opposed to your company, but it is not my decision to make. She may go, so long as she remains under watch by you and the others. Okay! Thought she was still on the mend, but alright, sure. Guess we don't care about that. Very good. Might I suggest we begin with Reggio Urbanissima? I sense the greatest confluence of aether in that vicinity. How much longer is this? Seems pretty long. Who are you? The red just makes me think of Nero. But what would Nero be doing here? Scree! Whoa, it's the whole gang's here. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people here. There's a lot of the gang here. I heard word that Alden should be arriving before long. Can already picture him knocking his knees, muttering under his breath about the cold. I will never understand how anyone could grow accustomed to such cold climes. Part of me does not wish to believe this blasphemy is Lord Nerva, that I failed to protect him, and yet... I'm sure it's just my imagination, but I can't help but feel we're being watched again. You would seem I underestimated the resourcefulness of our adversary. I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious that they probably used the tower to create a barrier, because tower energy, go to the moon. Exactly what Kane was saying. I'm like, she guys... Alright, I'm glad she thought of it. As I thought, the aether stream here flows towards the tower, as do all the others in this region, no doubt. This convergence first began when the Telophoroi erected spires in all corners of Eorzea to fuel the Tower of Babel. But once destroyed, this divergence of aether should have ceased. Alright, whoever you are, if you've business with us, quit your skulking about in the shadows and speak your piece. Was you there in the tower, wasn't it? Fucking is Nero! The damn red boots. I was like, but what would he be doing here? But I think it's Nero. It is fucking Nero. My, you're sharper than you look. What are you doing here? What are you... I recognize you. Nero, yes? Why are you following us? Who said I'm following you? Being a native of Garlemald does not stand to reason I might be inclined to come and see what has become of my home. I know not what you are scheming, but we've no time to entertain your games. Perhaps Master Garland would make better company for you. Spare me. I am a man of great ambition and greater intellect, far beyond the scope of anything Garland could hope to achieve. He still keeps his head in the clouds, while I would set my sights to the stars beyond. Just why you snuck into the tower, but like us, you couldn't get past the blasphemy to reach the transporter. Yes, well, I was very much hoping you would dispense with that little obstacle. Having caught wind of your plans, curiosity compelled me to see if you were truly up to the task. Do you have reason to believe we are not? Or perhaps does the great genius Nero mean to dispense with the blasphemy himself? Far be it from me to steal your glory and having come all this way. But as I'm feeling generous, I will tell you what I learned during my time in the Tower of Babel. Of course he was fucking there checking shit out. Why would he not? I was able to access its systems, you see. I discovered one of those dreadful spires still appears to be active. Oh, great! Impossible. They all vanished when Anima was destroyed. Yes, and I have heard your escapades reclaiming the remains of the Emperor. But obviously you failed to reclaim his entire body. As it stands, a piece remains powering a tower at Fabrica. Ah, yes. The manufacturing district just north of the erstwhile Imperial Palace. Rather impressive feat, considering how these lands so utterly devoid of aether. Barely enough to sustain life, let alone the spire. But if one were to use Varus's remains to forcibly create a confluence of sorts... Precisely. And from what I gleaned of the tower's systems, his heart serves as its core. Oh, great! Coursing not with blood, but your precious aether. And now Nerva has amassed a surfeit to shore up his defenses. How fortuitous he should find so perfect an impetus impetus for his design, stolen from better minds than his own. How very like him. Oh, did I say that aloud? You'll forgive me if I fail to show concern for your ire. If what you say is true, these lands could never hope to recover from such paucity of life, energies. We must hurry and find Varus's heart, to both spare the land this wanton harvesting, and deny the blasphemy the source of its protection. Are we to presume you have any intention of aiding us? As I said, I've no intention of stealing your glory, though I fear victory may soon slip through your fingers if you do not act quickly. The Tower of Babel was designed specifically for anima to serve as its core. Nerva forcing himself upon the system has caused it to grow increasingly unstable. Is that why all the red? My calculations are correct, and they always are. It will not be long before his presence triggers a system meltdown. The resulting explosion will destroy whatever tenuous streams of aether breathe life into the lands of Garlemald. Oh, F. But more importantly, we will lose our only means of reaching the moon. The heavens forever denied my genius. How so very fortunate. In any event, 'twould seem time is of the essence. That's all well and good, but even if we know which district to search, finding the heart'll be like looking for a needle in a bloody haystack. Actually, I may know where we can start. It's all rather hazy, but I still have vague recollections of my time serving anima when I was enthralled. We were commanded to erect some manor facility tucked away in a corner of Fabrica. I remember not what it was for, but it's as good a place as any to begin our search. Probably the damn tower. Certainly sounds promising, but surely this facility will be heavily guarded. And maybe it'd be for the best to divide our forces. If it's just the four of us, shouldn't prove too difficult to sneak inside and find the heart. Meanwhile, our main force can stand ready to storm the Tower of Babel when the barrier gives out. Yeah, leave it to us. I'm sure you guys will be fine. I trust you. Oh, them four. I was like, which four are going? This is Leveilleur. What? Very well, we shall return at once. A number of Garleans have left camp for the Tower of Babel. Oh, great! They have somehow misunderstood the threat of the tower, and convinced themselves that Nerva has taken refuge there, still clinging to their ill-placed patriotism, no doubt. They could not have gone far. If we act quickly, perhaps they can be found before they come to harm. Wise man would not waste his time on a few wayward refugees. Thought you Charlayan scholars knew better. To ignore the plight those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, sir. If it's all the same to you, Kinemeki, I would join you. Yeah, I gotta do the hero thing. I will return to the camp and begin preparations for our assault to the tower. On the tower, sorry. On the tower. And I suppose I should go as well. Though I am unarmed, I promise not to be a burden. That said, it would behoove us to avoid any undue confrontations if possible. Are you gonna fucking follow me? Now then, let us be off. I don't know if I wanted this. I should talk to you. We've no time to lose. If they should reach the tower, there's no telling what may happen to them. Oh, you know, they'll either get killed or enthralled. Well, I guess it's not primal influence, but, you know. Point of interest. No trace of them here. Just keep searching. But there's enemies everywhere. Don't come over here! Help! Someone help, please! Did you hear that? It came from over there. Where's over there? Oh, that way. Okay. Well, now that you're not following me anymore. Terminus Twitcher. I'm a glare mage. They're understandably shaken, but otherwise appear to be unharmed. You okay, buddy? You're one of the ones who came to speak with us before. Maybe. I heard Lord Nerva had returned and was assembling his forces in the tower, but... Yeah, it's not actually him. Y'all got it wrong, but... He's a blasphemy, hurting people. No, not Lord Nerva, too! Then there really is nothing left for us. No. I'll not deny your situation is dire, but you are not without a path forward. I believe you've the passion and conviction needed to rebuild Garlemald, if you so choose, or, feeling that, you can begin a new life in Charlayan. Rebuild Garlemald? No, there's no point in entertaining so lofty a dream. We would sooner die than suffer life under the rule of another. You would sooner seek death than sanctuary? Resolve is admirable, but sorely misplaced. If you would not see Garlemald arise from the snow and ashes here in Ilsabard, might you consider venturing unto a new frontier? A new frontier? Where exactly is this land ripe for exploration? There, on the moon. We're gonna put the Garleans on the moon? As long as the Loperids can keep them in check, I guess, but... I don't know about this. It's our goal to create a repository of man's knowledge there, free from the jurisdiction of any nation. As I understand, the magitech and technological advancements of Garlemald were without peer. Your expertise would be indispensable in the endeavor, should you be willing, of course. You really expect us to go and live on the bloody moon? Such a thing even possible? Have you a better alternative? Lest you forget, Garlemald did not rise to grandeur from complacency in the present of rumination in the past. We live for the future. It is in our blood. Life is not without its hardships, of course. Even I have met with the occasional stumbling block. But even should I stumble, my eyes are forever fixed skyward, seeking over greater heights. The Empire may be lost, but I still possess a great deal of knowledge gained from it, and a desire to seek more. The very notion of exploring the moon is an unprecedented prospect, and that you would balk at the proposition boggles the mind. Consider this. You have heard the beasts of the final days were born without those hapless souls that had given up on everything, yes? If that is indeed the case, can you tell me why you still stand before me? Because deep down you believe your life is yet worth living. Deep down you long to reach for the unreachable. Or perhaps you don't. If you should choose to lay down and die here in the snow, that's none of my concern. Reach for the unreachable? That sounds like something I would have said back at the academy. All right, we'll go. I suppose it's better than dying here in the snow, as you so grimly put it. Then we must first dispense with the blasphemy that commands the tower. Y'all go back to camp. It's hard to believe Lord Nerve of all people could be turned into one of those monsters. Please, you must stop him. Put his soul to rest. Thank you, and sorry for causing all this trouble. Yeah, you might want to go with him. Thank you for rousing the rousing call to action, but I thought you had no interest in meddling in our affairs. Lest you misunderstand, I abhor the idea of my countrymen blindly following nobles they know next to nothing about. Besides, it would be a most piteous sight for not a single Garlean to be among those venturing to the moon. Who also might prevail upon to learn of new findings up there? Oh, Nero, ever pretending to be selfish when you're actually a pretty decent person. You know what? I never take skill speed. Let's take some skill speed. I told myself I would not get overly involved. Yet here I am. Forlorn Glory. How much longer is this? It's already 10. Fortunel is eager to regroup and make ready for battle. From what Nero has told us, time is now a luxury we can ill afford. Let's return to Camp Broken Glass, if only for the moment. The others are no doubt finishing their preparations for battle. Okay, we will go back, but then I need to check how much longer this is going to be. Because if this is a lot, then we might have to wait till next week. FF14 patch 6.1. How long is this? Quests. Not that one. Roll quest, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think this should be the last one. So I think we'll be good. We just gotta get through this. Less talking, more battle. I should hope the other's absence means all proceeds apace. Good, you're here. With the recent arrival of reinforcements, our preparations are all but complete. Yo! Raoban, Hien?
Apologies for our lateness. It seems we are at least in time to help deliver the crushing blow.
Aye, and if the fates are kind, this will be the last we see of those damnable blasphemies. Commander Eldon, Lord Hien, thank you both for coming. Yes, of course. Understood. Lawrence and the others have reclaimed Varus's heart. The barrier protecting the blasphemy should soon dissipate.
And the time has come to at last storm the Tower of Babel.
Let's go. We got tank, healer, DPS, and more healer. Admiral Merlip and Lord Amherst await our arrival at its base. You coming, Nero? Then we should be about it, eh? Suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to keep my hammer from rusting over. Yes! Hell yeah. I haven't had Nero fight with us in a while. I will accompany you as well. As the forum's representative and a member of the survey team, I feel it my responsibility to see this through to the end. You gonna maybe bring your Nulis? Are you sure you wouldn't rather wait here? I didn't take you for the fighting type. What happened to your Nulis? Despite appearances, I am no stranger to the battlefield. Indeed, I have seen my fair share, traveling the world in service to the Forum. Though I may not be the equal of Alfino or Alice, we shall not find ourselves wanting. I can promise you that much. Okay. Guess he's the second healer, but I'm the true second healer. When you have all finished your preparations, we shall reconvene at the Enceladium. Nope, I want to cool him out. That'll do. Riding Hades into battle. Very appropriate epic music. My mark? That's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. Hey, battle. Let's do it, I'm ready. All are present and accounted for. Shall we proceed? Progress battle. We saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you'll be able to try again for the most recent of these. Cool. Don't log out. Alright, let's do it. I haven't seen him with this big-ass hammer in a while. Paid for by Garland Ironworks. Our objective is simple. Locate and eliminate the blasphemy, Nerva. Though the barrier guarding him is no more, a number of beasts will surely block the way at the auxiliary sector. That ain't good. We should probably hurry. Off to a smashing start, I see. It would seem the tower will reach its limits sooner than I anticipated. For to save the transporter, we must hurry and find Nerva. Now! I'm glad Nero's here. This is all I ever wanted out of this. Should go without saying, but stay on your guard. There was quite the menagerie of horrors when last I was here. Let's go! Let's just... Merlip and I shall hold them off. Press on, my friends. Pass has been revealed. The ward's something favors us. The winds favor us. Persistent lot, aren't they? Emmerich said, down with you. Here we go. I shall hold the line back here. When you see an opening, take it and do not look back. Forward! Out of our way! Never did manage to make things easy. Let's get this over with. More coming. Stay sharp. Oh. My job is just to spam holy, pretty much. There's no end to them. But wait, there's Molly Crapola! Well... Oh, Raban will see to the rabble. We focus on the large one there. Okay, got it. Working on it! He said, roar to Zona! And then he had said, enough! Okay, phew! At least he didn't drop buildings on us. That's what happened last time. Is that the last of them? But wait, there's more. Oh my god, there's so many! Of course not. We can't afford for them to impede our advance any further. Commander Aldin, let us hold them here. Master Fortunal, take the others and go. Quickly. Me and Nero and Alpha Dad? Okay. Understood. Alidad? Alidad. Twin Dad. Oh, you ugly. Nerva Yay Galvis. Hey, it's that thing at the end of the Amuro dungeon. Leave. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. Leave. Leave now. Something. Mine! Garlemald, mine! Garlemald is mine! Mine! That's what he said. I wasn't distracted by how ugly he was. I was definitely distracted. Sends here, Nerva. Her Garlemald, her people, and all who call this star home. Blasphemy or no, I'll not suffer anyone who gets in my way. For glory everlasting, for Garlemald! I really just did that to waste the lily. Ego heiress. Let's follow Nero. Game's like, you should know these mechanics, and I'm like, Help! Hold on, Kilimeki! Hurry, Leveilleur! Let me out, let me out, let me out! Ooh, I got teleported. Must take the offensive. Well played. He rescued me! I'm like, let me just hang out with Nero. He looks like he knows where he's going. Shadow wreck? Don't wreck my shadow! I like my shadow. Grave ego. That's a laser. I know what that means. I ain't no dummy. To me, my legion! I like how they give it the nice graphic here. That's very cool. Oh, well, that's helpful. Bring them here and leave the rest to me? Where's here? Okay, here. Do it, Nero! Hide me quickly, I shall take the brunt of it. We must drive it back. You okay there, buddy? We've come too far to give up now. He's out of commission. Just you and me, Nero. Then let's put an end to this, shall we? We mustn't yield. Not now. No! Garlemald is mine! Mine! You need to take better care of yourself. I just like using misery. Bye, Nerva. How the fuck did you do that? This fancy-ass suit. For glory everlasting indeed. What's up, dudes? Thanks for the help. Is it over? Has the danger passed? By a hair's breadth, perhaps, but yes. I'd wager we've managed to avoid a fiery ruin. Our path to the moon is open once more. The duty of Charlayan has ever been to chart the course of history, not to change it. Thus did we fervently hold to our policies of neutrality and non-intervention. I really wanted a screenshot of him with a nudist on his back. In truth, it was all in service to our plans of exodus, to abandon this star to its ruinous fate. Harsh though it may sound, I still believe it was ultimately for the greater good. Thanks to you and your comrades, however, it was a fate that did not come to pass. Welcome. Charlayan will now find a new way forward, not merely for the preservation of knowledge, but for the betterment of the star and all who call it home. I believe I speak for all of the Forum when I say it would be an honor and a privilege to work towards such a goal alongside the allied nations. Aye, an age of true and everlasting peace is finally within our grasp, and we will seize it together. As much as I would enjoy a riveting conversation with the Eorzea's champion, I really must make ready for the moon. Now if you'll excuse me. Tis a relief to know we've no longer a need for battle. Despite my experience, I must confess I am ill-suited to it. The allied nation leaders, meanwhile, demonstrated an aptitude for combat far and above what I might expect from diplomatic figures. And you, my friend, I see now why you are so well regarded as Eorzea's champion. You need to heal yourself better. The others have begun the arduous journey home, but before you go, I would offer a word of thanks to the both of you. If not for your timely assistance, our plans would be forfeit, and the lands of Ilsabard forever defiled by the blasphemy. Welcome. Please, I've no need for your platitudes. I labor only to further my own ends, nothing more. Heard the news. Thank you for everything. Lord Nerva laid to rest, we've the peace of mind to move on without regrets. Growing Way! Oh, Living Way. Sorry, wrong one. Brown one is Living Way. Growing Way is one of the other ones. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. Sorry.
There you are! Now, what's this I've heard about you cleaning out the Tower of Babel? Are we finally ready to return to the moon?
What fortuitous timing. Allow me to introduce to you Living Way of the Loporits, moon dweller and overseer of the survey team. Living Way, these good people will be the moon's first residents. I trust you and the other Loporits will take good care of them?
pleased to meet you?
Residence? Oh no! I mean, oh yes! Splendid! After many, many long years of planning and preparation, the moon is absolutely, most definitely ready to accommodate your stay.
Glad to hear it, and apologies for the delay. I must first confer with Lawrence and see to our final preparations, but your residence-to-be and the survey team shall be along ere long. Might I trouble you to relay word of our success to Shirabat in Razathan? I should think the tidings all the more heartening coming from you. Till next we meet.
I love you. I want to loper it.
Ugh. Wait! Not leaving them for the moon without me!
Bye, Nero. See you later. Guess we don't need you for the 8-man because you can't get to the 8-man. So, you know, this is a good thing for you to do to stall for time. Hey, Shirobot.
So it's true then? The blasphemy in Garlemald has been struck down? They were right to call on you, it seems. And with no other outstanding reports of blasphemy sightings, I just say you've slain the last of them. Perhaps now we can finally start to put the final days behind us, strange though that may sound. On behalf of my fellow delegates at the Radiant Host, I extend to you our humblest thanks. I hope when next I call on you, it will be under more fortuitous circumstances.
Materia! Crit. Love me some crit. Hey!
Ah, the mighty hero returns. You can almost hear the world taking a collective sigh of relief with the blasphemies defeated. Still, it's no excuse for us to rest on our laurels. We will remain diligent in our search for potential threats, and if any should arise, I hope we'll be able to call on you once more.
Okay, but this is only, like, the part of the world we've interacted with so far. What about, like, the New World and Miracidia? Like, how do we know that they don't have blasphemies? Because we certainly haven't been over there. Blessed Relief? Nice. The Professional. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's all. Alright, that's all she wrote. Well, that was fun. It was quite the adventure, but we are now officially done with Endwalker B-side. That's all of our side quests that we have to do here. So, well, let me see what's going on. Let me refresh twitch.tv, see what's going on. Alright, none of my friends are streaming. Alright, so, well, next week it won't be Endwalker B-side, so it'll be... We're either going to resume our Heaven on High or Palace of the Dead shenanigans, or might take a 1-week break and do an art stream. We shall see. We shall see. I do want to get the emotes done. But I also, you know, might be good to get back into Heaven on High. I need to practice Warrior. That's my plan. Practice Warrior so I can play Warrior there. So... yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks all y'all who stopped by. Thanks again, Dr. Lupon, for the gifties today. Much appreciated. And Dr. Linkling, thanks for the random gifty to Petto the Cato. Because, I don't know, reasons. Because cats are cute. What more reason is there? Anyway, so next stream, well, actually, I don't know if we might have to postpone Variety Night till next week. Because I think we're gonna have guests over on Thursday. I think people are coming over on Thursday, so we might not be able to do Variety Night. So, Maybe stream Thursday. Definite stream Saturday for Ace Attorney night. Maybe we'll do something in between. I don't know yet. We shall see. I do want to do more Pokemon Kaizo. We'll see what happens. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Hope y'all had fun. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks to all you VoD watchers who like to, you know, watch later on. I appreciate you guys too. I hope you have fun and enjoy that. I'll catch you guys all next time. Have a great and wonderful week. See you guys later. Bye!